What's going on? Rock Plays here with a huge Cyberpunk 2077 update. Patch 1.1 is now live. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to go through the patch notes and see what they've actually been working on specifically, and then a little bit after we're done here, we're going to jump into the game and see if there's really any difference, because I will notice I've got literally, let me see here, 216 hours, 218 hours in the game, I think. So we're going to dive into the game and take a look at what the AI is like. For those of you who have played the game, I assume you guys have also experienced plenty of the same issues that we have on PC, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and the Xbox One. Alright, so that being said, let's go ahead and go through the patch notes. So Cyberpunk goes on to say that patch 1.1 for Cyberpunk 2077 is now available on PC, consoles, and Stadia. That's a huge thing. In this update, we focused on various stability improvements, which you can find outlined in the patch notes below. We will continue this work in patch 1.2 and other upcoming updates. At the same time, we will keep fixing the bugs you encounter and listening to your feedback on how to improve the overall game experience. One would hope. So the first thing they worked on was stability, various stability improvements including the memory usage improvements in various systems within the game, characters, interactions, navigations, in-game videos, news, TV, etc., foliage, laser effects, mini-map devices, AI, here's hoping, street traffic, that's one that we've all experienced, environmental damage system, GPU related, and more. Another stability issue was various crash fixes related to, among others, loading saves, games opening, closing, and point of no return. It looks like they also worked on quests and open world issues. One fixed an issue where calls from Delamain would end immediately and seem like they cannot be picked up in epistrophe. Fixed an issue where players would not receive calls from Delamain when approaching relevant vehicles in epistrophe. Fixed an issue where the objective could get stuck on answer the call from Mr. Hands in map 10 Pelen. Fixed an issue where Judy could teleport underground in Pyramid Song. Fixed another issue where it would be impossible to talk to the Zen Master in Poem of the Atoms. I never really had an issue with the Zen Master quests. Fixed an issue where Takamura wouldn't call in down on the street. Fixed an issue where Jackie could disappear in the pickup. Fixed an issue where it could be impossible to get out of the car in The Beast and Me, the big race. Never really had an issue with that. Fixed an issue where players could stop receiving calls and messages after moving too far away from a day in the life area. Fixed an issue where opening the package would update Space Oddity. Retro fixed the saves affected by a rare issue where speaking to Judy in Automatic Love would be impossible due to an invisible wall. The underlying issue is under investigation still, so look forward to hopefully them fixing that in 1.2. Fixed an issue that prevented players from collecting the reward in Gig Freedom of the Press. The quest will auto-complete for those who could not collect the reward previously, and the reward will be provided automatically, which is good. They fixed an issue where Delamain would remain silent throughout epistrophe if the player initially refused to help him. So that's just some of the quests and open world stuff. I could think of numerous other quests and world stuff that do need fixing. I've also updated them on their website, cyberpunk.net. Sent them a bunch of just little things that I think need to be fixed. But yes, they also worked on UI. So the user interface is now hopefully they stopped scrolling for no reason. That's my issue. So they fixed an issue where prompt for exiting Braindance could be missing. I never really had an issue with that. Removed an invalid item from loot. So that's all they fixed. There's an issue where you go to turn your guns into pieces or whatever, and if you work your way from the top or from the bottom, it auto scrolls like up and down, and then sometimes the cursor gets stuck in the UI. So I don't know why that hasn't been fixed. Here's hoping they fix that in 1.2. Some of the visuals have been fixed here. So they fixed an issue where a grenade's trajectory could be displayed in photo mode, fixed particles hue appearing pink when viewed close up. They fixed cars spawning incorrectly in reported crime. Welcome to Night City. Here's hoping that actually goes throughout the rest of Cyberpunk, or the rest of the city. Because literally I've had instances where I'll be driving around and cars just start spawning from the sky. People start blowing up in cars. So here's hoping that they figure that out too. And apparently there were problems with achievements, none that I have noticed, but they fixed an issue where completing one of the assaults in progress in Santo Domingo would sometimes not contribute towards progression for the jungle achievement, preventing its completion. So good on them for fixing that, I guess. And as we reach towards the end here, they fixed some miscellaneous stuff. They addressed an issue responsible for saves getting oversized related to the modifier indicating if the item is crafted. They also trimmed the excess size from already existing saves. This won't fix already previously corrupted save files, so be aware. Anything before 1.06's update will not be fixed with this pseudo quote-unquote fix as well. Fixed an issue where the continue button in the main menu could load an end game save. Yowzas. That's all I gotta say. So many problems with this game. But good on them for putting in the work and actually trying to fix a lot of the stability problems that this game has been suffering from since its release. They also moved on to PlayStation specific issues like performance optimizations for crowds on PlayStation 4 Pro and PlayStation 5. They've also fixed various crash fixes in PlayStation 4, which was a huge problem. One of my friends was suffering from that. Here's some Xbox specific fixes. And they improved memory usage for character creation, mirrors, scanning, camera remote control menus, inventory, map on the Xbox One, Xbox One X, and the Xbox One S. And they also got some PC specific stuff. Hopefully this pertains to me. It will now be possible to obtain achievements while in Steam offline mode. That's nice. Note the offline mode needs to be enabled before starting the game. This change does not work retroactively, which kind of blows. Okay. They also addressed the game startup crashes related to loading cache on NVIDIA graphics cards, which I have an NVIDIA graphics card and I can't say I've actually suffered from any kind of like loading crashes. And personally, for me, I've never experienced a crash. I have experienced plenty of glitches and plenty of game breaking issues, but never actually a crash at startup or in mid game. So, you know, knock on wood, hopefully that doesn't happen, and hopefully this update doesn't break anything super specific. They also fixed a couple of things for Stadia, however you want to say it. They fixed the concert audio should no longer be inaudible and never fade away. They fixed corrupted textures on several melee weapons. Jesus. They tweaked default dead zone settings to be more responsive. The change will not affect the settings unless they're set to default. So there you go, guys. Just a couple of little specifics, and hopefully the game continues to get better throughout the course of the next year or so. I believe the game will finally be complete around late 2022, early 2023. But, you know, enjoy yourselves. Are you guys playing Cyberpunk 2077 still? If so, drop a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite part is without spoiling it for anybody. And as always, play like it's your last day, and I'll catch you on the next Rock Plays. Thanks for watching. Peace out, guys.